Hi Aquarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have your own reading, Aquarius. And I hope you guys are all well, right? Please remember these are general reads, so kind of, take what fits and leave the rest out. And, if this is not your reading, then check your other placements, right? And you might find it there, right? So let's get into this here. And we have the king here, Aquarius, and here he is. Maybe you're a king, right? Maybe your last name is Reyes or King. But, he's walking and he's reading something, and we have these two women over here talking to each other. I just feel like you want to talk to somebody in this reading. It could be maybe somebody from your past that you can't forget about or you can't forget. We have the Forget-Me-Not card, and basically that's about somebody from your past. I feel like here you are lighting the way, right? The fairy, she's doing that. You're trying to figure out either kind of how to return to somebody here or possibly what to say because of the king, right? And this is every day. He's for this, some kings, or sometimes this king can mean that you've been lying to yourself about something. I feel like you've been holding yourself back from something here. And so, and maybe it's because you don't know what to say to somebody, possibly. And this card over here, where the two women are speaking, we have the blonde and then we have the brunette, right? And the blonde is telling this woman something, and it's almost like she's telling her something very concerning, and she kind of is keeping quiet, just kind of like, oh well, let me hear her out first, kind of looks like, sort of. She doesn't look very happy. The woman's kind of looking down, the woman who is kind of listening to what she has to say. This can talk about competition and low self-worth, but it can also like speak to a conversation. And we see the king here, and he's basically, he is about either sometimes lying to himself, but it can be about like, what am I going to tell somebody? Because there he is reading. He's basically reading to these people, right? The villagers, or the kingdomettes, or whatever you call these people who kind of live in the kingdom here, and in his kingdom. And so, and we have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And this, you also have financial issues, right, are affecting your love life. You might want to be you could be trying to release somebody here, and there's somebody else you have not forgotten about. It could be kind of that simple, right? The bag is here, something important such as a new job or a raise. This could be, I feel like you are thinking about money in some way because of this other card as well. And then we have persevere and you will overcome your problems. I feel like that's what you were trying to do. So let's see what we have for you, Aquarius. Let's see what we got for Aquarius, right? Let's see what we got. We have the Hanged Man, the Strength card, and the Emperor. Okay, so you're in some major energy here because these are three major arcanas, right? See what else we have for Aquarius. Page of Swords. And we'll take this. The Death card's on your mind. I feel like you want to end something with somebody here. This is just like it says, release your ex. I feel like that's what you're trying to do here. I don't think they're your ex. I feel like you're probably trying to release somebody and make them your ex, Aquarius. Yeah, X marks the spot. Stand over here so I can banish you from my kingdom. It could be that kind of energy, right? Could be. Let's see what else we have for Aquarius, please. The Sun. The King of Swords. This is you, and this is in your concern. So for me, you have a major decision to make here, and this is what is concerning you. Yeah. And you have the Knight of Cups here in your environment. I feel like, what it was showing up in the reverse. I read reversals, but this deck doesn't really speak to reversals that much. You can kind of figure out what it means, though, in the reverse, because the Knight of Cups reversed in your environment means that I believe that you either have possibly a relationship that has kind of gone wrong here in your environment, or there's one that you want and you have yet to go pursue it. This can also talk about a water sign. You could be, your person might be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and you have kind of placed them in the reverse because you're maybe unhappy with them. Because I feel like you are. Release your ex, right? I feel like this is what you're trying to do. For some, you're trying to let go of somebody. And you know, keep in mind that these energies could be reversed. Maybe somebody's trying to let go of you, right? But lighting the way, I feel like it has to do with like lighting the way, maybe clearing things out so you can see better. But let's see what they have to say about lighting the way. And we see, you know, the beautiful fairy. She's holding a lantern in the middle of the night, kind of, yeah, out in the cold, right? See what it says here about lighting the way. Yeah, illumination, you see? And so you're trying to figure out what to do here. You're trying to illuminate yourself. You could have maybe been thinking about this for a very long time. The hangman, like been suspended and in midair, kind of. Maybe waiting here. The courage, the strength card is crossing this, so you need courage to do this. I feel like you want to release somebody. The Emperor is in the root. This is taking action and control, having the power and the authority to do it, right? Yeah, by way of Aquarius, right? By the soul of Aquarius and all my strengths and powers, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take action and put my life in order and have the courage here. And that's what you're trying to do here, or you are doing. But for me, the hangman, you're still like thinking about how to do it, or still waiting on doing this, still looking at every perspective, because here's the Page of Swords. So you were still doing that. You were doing this in the past as well, Aquarius. Look like you're overthinking something. It looks like you could have been overthinking this possibly for a while. Yeah. So it's possible here in the past you've kind of figured this out. You could be saying to yourself, the only thing I need to do is release an ex, and maybe you have to figure out an exit strategy, right? So you don't create so many exit wounds, maybe. But here you are. I feel like you're trying to figure out what to say. I mean, look at these two cards together. Yeah. You might have to pay this person an arm and a leg to go. Maybe it's a business partner. Possibly. And in your hope, possibly the Six of Cups. There's somebody from the past you're in love with, I feel like. Because we have Forget Me Not over here. You guys remember that song by Patrice Rushen? I feel like it's late 70s. And she said, send me forget-me-nots. I don't think that they're together. And to help me to remember, something like that. She's still in love with somebody from her past. The Three of Swords is here in the outcome. Yeah, there's either heartbreak here, or you have been maybe in some type of a third party in the past, or somebody else was involved. And if they were not involved, you could be thinking, I have to release somebody here in order to get that person back in. Not saying you were necessarily in a third party. But it just looks like there's somebody else here, this Forget-Me-Not card, right, that you are still thinking about. And, you know, this lighting the way card right next to it, like, yeah, like I need to figure this out. And I just feel like it has to do with you telling somebody something here. You could also be in this energy where maybe you felt, because this card can talk about low self-worth, where the two women are speaking to each other. And this king over here, it can sometimes talk about you lying to yourself, maybe about how happy you are, or just kind of kidding yourself. So this can kind of indicate here or imply that maybe you kind of suffered from low self-esteem in the past, or, you know, kind of felt maybe bad, maybe about hurting somebody. You could have been maybe worried here, and maybe that was affecting your self-esteem, possibly about your finances right here, finances and career, right? This lady's out here, and she looks like she's picking flowers, but, you know, yeah, she's trying to kind of ground herself, I think, or like escape maybe, and so she's out there picking, you know, kind of in the field, kind of. Yeah, 5 major arcanas here and 10 cards. This is a big reading for you. See what else we have. You have the Hanged Man, the Queen of Swords. Here you are discerning here. You could be dealing with somebody here who is difficult, possibly. And this is maybe why you want to tell them. You want to be able to say the right thing to them. 8 of Cups reversed. I feel like you are thinking about returning to somebody here. You could be concerned about how somebody will take something here, how they will receive it. Like if you, hey, I'm leaving. And, you know, because she's telling her something here. And this is creating, could be creating low self-worth by the message she is giving her here. It's almost like she went to meet this woman at her estate. And like she's telling her, like, you know, it could be anything. I'm sleeping with your husband, or, you know, but whatever she's telling her, you know, over here, she just looks a little unhappy about it. Like, well, there's not much I could do, or what should I do? Or she's just being quiet and kind of processing it. The 5 of Cups. Yeah. For me, you are kind of thinking about ending it with somebody here and releasing this person, whoever they are. And this person, you know, it's going to create grieving. I'm pretty sure you know that. Page of Swords for you, the Fool card. See, you were thinking about a new beginning. Because the Page of Swords is kind of a new beginning too, like mentally. But the Fool card we know is always a new beginning. It's a new adventure. You were thinking about this in the past. You have the Death card here on your mind, thinking about an ending as well. And the 6 of Swords reversed. Yeah, you want to return to somebody. You have 2 kind of movement cards here in the reverse. The Sun card showing up for Aquarius with the Tower. Here we go with more majors. And wow, let's see what else we have. And this is in the near, this could be in the near future here. This is Illumination. This Sun card here, clarity of vision. And then you have this other card, which talks this lighting the way. You are trying to, I feel like you are doing this. Like you're either illuminating something to this person, like I'm leaving or something, or you are figuring out your problem here. This is an illumination about like a clarity, about ending the old to bring in the new. That's what that Tower is. You have the 5 of Pentacles. You want to leave somebody out here. But, you know, you could know here for some with this finances and career, or a part of a factor in your love life, you could know that you're going to have to give up money or suffer some type of loss financially. I'm pretty sure here. You have the King of Swords and the Page of Cups. Here you are discerning. I feel like what you are doing is taking everything into consideration. Possibly returning to somebody, and maybe your finances. It's kind of all at the same time. And there's somebody else. There could be 2 people here. We have the 3 of Swords right here. 2 people besides you. Yeah. The Knight of Cups is in your environment with the Devil. Maybe it's the Capricorn that you're in love with. But for me, you in your environment is an offer of love, but you have not like made it, given it to somebody, most likely. Because you feel stuck. I feel like this is definitely temptation as well, but I feel like you are feeling stuck here. You have the 6 of Cups and or fearful, either one, stuck or fearful. And tempted, for sure. The 6 of Cups and Knight of Pentacles is what you're hoping for. You look like you want to return to an earth sign, possibly. Or maybe just somebody with a lot of earth in their chart. 3 of Swords, Lovers, and the Knight of Swords. Here you are making this choice about this, showing up. You want to go back to somebody from your past, Aquarius. Yeah, I feel like you do. So we're going to end this reading, Aquarius. Good luck to you, and I feel like you're going to figure this out. You have the Sun card showing up as illumination, as is lighting the way. Yeah, we're going to end this. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me here. God bless you guys. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe.